What's up, and welcome to We Got a podcast about Dragon Ball from A to Z, from Earth to Namek to Sadala. We cover it all. My name is Randy.
And I'm SDCC exclusive Doug.
And I'm coming fall 2024, Ken.
Oh boy, it's good to know when it's happening. We're the world's strongest under the heavens trio de dangers here every other week to talk your ear off about fights, goofs, and everything else in the Dragon Ball cosmos. Douglas, tell me how you're doing.
Fantastic, buddy. I got some, as the viewers can see, the video viewers, some big boxes. I took a peek inside. There's some good stuff, but I'm just going to show off one other thing that I got.
Ooh, show and tell.
This not knockoff, but third-party Red Ribbon bot. It's incredible. It's humongous. I got it from 5K Toys.
The official terminology for this is battle jacket.
Yes, for legal reasons. It's for legal reasons. It's actually Red Ribbon. I don't know if you can see it on the camera.
Well, no, Toriyama did spell it that way on one of the Tankobon covers. Yeah,
this is more official than I thought. Then incredible.
R-I-B-O-N.
Humongous. Something just fell. I'll figure that out later.
Irwin released one of those, I believe, way back in the day that like came with Android 17 or something.
What a weird choice.
Yeah. Well, Red Ribbon. That is cool. How articulated is it?
It's very like even the fingers on this thing, like each one can articulate individually. So I'm gonna do a video on it later. But I wanted to hit up 5K Toys like, hey, I'm about to make a viral video, so you guys want to pay me for that? So haven't heard a single word back from them, so we'll just see.
I'm about to go viral.
I'm putting the video out anyway, but I gotta make it first. That's the one thing. But yeah,
just the one thing.
'Tis my life. I'm excited for SDCC because of the exclusive stuff, but we'll get into that, won't we?
Oh, we will. But in the meantime, I'd like to know how Ken's doing.
So, like I said last time, I'm on my anime adventure. And if you didn't know that I said that last time, it's because you didn't watch the Sandland episode or listen to the Sandland episode. Numbers are way down. We're starving out here. You need to watch that Sandland episode, all right? Anyways, enough antagonizing the audience. So I'm going through all the anime I have. I've started with G Gundam. I am now 25 episodes in, which means that I am past Flying in the Sky. I'm past all of those episodes now, and I'm in the Hong Kong tournament part. It's great. So this is our segment called We Got a Chance. I'm only going to get to do this like twice, where I talk about G Gundam briefly. Have you both seen G Gundam? Randy, I know you have. Doug?
Not even a little bit, no.
G Gundam is, imagine a 7-year-old telling you a story about people who pilot robots, and that's G Gundam.
Okay, there's some intrigue in there.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, it's great. The main character sucks. I really hate Domon, but well, he's got to have a character arc.
Is it an enjoyable suck?
Yes, yeah. He's like a lovable
doofus
who just will never make the right choice.
Gotcha.
Shut up, Rain. That's my Domon dub impression.
Guy's like a doctor in Nova Scotia now.
So I was then going to, I talked about playing Metroid games. I was going to start playing Sonic games. And Randy, I'm so sorry.
I'll just take off my headphones now.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Oh, no.
They control so poorly.
Oh, man.
But
you got to go fast, man. I don't know if you knew about those games. But.
Actually, you want to not go fast in a Sonic game, which is weird. It's counterintuitive.
How ironic is that? Very.
Were you starting on the Genesis ones, or is this a 3D one that we're whining about?
Well, I was setting the VR up to get that set up. And so I was playing Sonic 3 and Knuckles, as you do, because he's the best one. And then, I just played like a few stages of it, and I said, you know what? Maybe I don't need to play Sonic games. I love Sonic. I love the characters. I love the music. I love the style. I love the comics. I've got a Tails doll back here behind me that you can't see. I have the what do they call that? The cardboard. I have Super Sonic versus Hyper Knuckles, the special that they did, Archie Comics. One of my favorite comic books of all time. I used to adore the Archie Comics, those Jaleel White Sonic shows. So I love Sonic, okay? The games are just really bad.
Yes.
That's my stance on Sonic the Hedgehog, officially.
Sonic is such a cool-ass character,
yeah,
but the games are just complete trash. Even the ones that people say are actually good, it's like good for like D tier type games.
I'm looking around at the Sonic stuff in this room, and there's a lot. Sonic. I've got a Sonic game over here, the PS2 Genesis collection. So like,
I need to get some Sonic stuff.
When I say that the Sonic games are trash, it truly is coming from a place of love for this. So
there's my Sonic Mania Genesis cart.
So I love Sonic. I love people who love Sonic. I hate the games.
Well, we love you back.
Yeah,
we'll take you.
Can we find some common ground there?
We can.
I love everything but the games.
If I could enjoy Sonic without experiencing what it is,
yeah,
that would be
that's
good.
The optimal way for sure.
That's fair.
Randy, what have you been up to?
I have been up to stuff. I finished the Delicious in Dungeon season 1 anime. Man, that's good stuff. I've never read the manga, just heard really good things. And then Studio Trigger doing the anime adaptation. And it's good. It's really good. So if you've got Netflix, check that out. It's really great.
All I know about that is that there's like a giant chicken dragon lady or something.
Yes, there is. I don't want to go into this because that's spoilers. So, man, I got a dog right outside the door, and she is not happy about being left alone.
She didn't like the chicken dragon lady.
Yeah.
She didn't. Not a big fan. It is kind of neat. I was watching it dubbed, and I'm not sure if, maybe you're watching this on YouTube and you've been on YouTube before. There's a fellow on YouTube named ProZD or Sungwon, and he does a lot of...
Love that guy.
Yeah, he does a lot of really great skits and funny jokes.
Speaking of Sonic, he just reviewed all the Sonic items.
Oh, okay. Well, that's perfect.
From the restaurant Sonic.
He plays one of the main characters in the English dub, and he does a fantastic job. So, very impressive. Other than that, Kingdom Hearts journey has continued. I won't take too long. Kingdom Hearts 1. You know what? I got to do something else.
Yeah.
1 sec.
Randy's going to go. This is now a pro dog. We've got a new guest coming on the show. Randy, why don't you tell us about your friend here? What is the dog's name?
Hell yeah.
Introduce the audience to this dog. That does exist, people who play Mario Kart. Listen, it's like 110.
That's what Ken's doing right now.
Shut, there's a dog on camera.
Yo? That's a man, Ken. That's a full-grown man.
Oh, damn, Ken. Didn't know he was like that.
She's right down here. Her name is Belle.
Mm-hmm.
She's my housemate Chris's dog.
She's so sweet.
Aw.
She's yellow. She's very needy. Look, she's going to, she needs more pets.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Can we come over now?
She's on the show now. That's it. That's okay.
This is the quadruple the danger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Now we're 4. We're 4 whole people talking about Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
The next hour is just gonna be us petting Belle. just talking, saying how good a girl she is.
We will. I think I might just open the door so she can clearly come back and forth. I think she's just lonely. Mm-hmm. She knows that there are people on the other side of the door, and she wants to be part of the party.
Yeah,
so,
right. She can hear you talking and everything.
Yeah. That's how it is with dogs.
That's how it be.
Yeah.
Anyway, where was I? Ah, yes. Kingdom Hearts. Still going through that. Beat Kingdom Hearts 1. I beat Chain of Memories. I watched the 358 Days Over 2 movie. I played Kingdom Hearts 2. Played Birth by Sleep. I watched the Recoded movie. And as of yesterday, I started Dream Drop Distance. So I've got that. A Fragmentary Passage. The back cover movie, and 3, and that's it. I'm not playing Melody in Memory after that, which is just a rhythm game that came out and technically continues the story after 3.
Wow, fake fan.
Well, I own it. I don't have to play it again. I already did that once.
When's 4 coming?
Unknown. We got a trailer 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Heard nothing since, but...
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Nomura...
Has it been 2 years since that trailer?
2022 for the 20th anniversary. They shared that trailer. But it's been 2 years. Mr. Nomura is still, of course, busy co-directing Final Fantasy VII Remake project.
Well, I'll see his buddy Katase at Otakon this year, so I'll hit him up and ask and tell him to reach out to Nomura and see what's up. I'll get a date for you.
See what's going on with that. I would love a date for that because I'm looking forward to it. In 2022, when they shared that trailer, like, here you go. Here's what it looks like. BT dubs, this is Unreal Engine 4. We're moving to Unreal Engine 5. So just, but it'll be a nice little bit of extra time. Like, okay. I don't know why you'd do that, but I guess it's easy enough moving between versions than it is. Whatever. I've talked about too much Kingdom Hearts. I don't want to talk about that anymore. I want to talk about San Diego Comic-Con and keep petting this dog so she doesn't look at me and be like, "Oh,
Yeah,
I want more attention."
You never treat me good. Like, no, we literally give you all the attention.
Dogs will just stare at you, and it's the worst.
Yeah. I give her constant pets, and I'll do it for like 20 minutes, and I take my hand away, and she's like, "No, more." I'm like,
you don't love me. No, I do.
Yeah, it's that look. Like, I guess you don't love me. Like, but I do. I do so much. Let's talk about SDCC 2024, which is San Diego Comic-Con. Takes place in San Diego, in the Comic-Con district of San Diego.
Yes.
There's going to be a whole bunch of stuff. There's going to be panels and exhibits and stuff. So we wanted to talk about all this. I think the first one is who?
I'm sorry, I keep cross-talking. It's just a natural habit. I was just making a joke that Pit My Ride's going to be there because you said there's going to be many exhibits. You keep going. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, anyway, the first big one we got to talk about is Daima, that new anime coming fall 2024, just like Ken. It's nice when they can synchronize like that.
Doug just got it.
I love when Ken synchronizes with whatever. I'm coming.
So let's talk about Daima here. Ken, what do we know about this anime?
Hey, all right. Elephant in the room. New Daima trailer dropped since we recorded this episode. So I figured I would just insert this in here. We'll kind of go through the trailer. I'll talk about it a little bit. It's just me because we can't organize everyone to come back together. So my reactions will be here. Randy's reactions will be on the audio version of the podcast. And Doug, I think, will be uploading a TikTok or YouTube short that may already be out by this point. So without further ado, we're looking at the temple here. Click and play. So everyone has already been kid-ized by this point. Okay, and we got the spaceship coming here. This guy here, okay, we know now. Let's go back a second here. This guy, we know now, his name is Glorio. All right, he's blue. He kind of looks dumb. I'm not really a fan of his design. I don't know about you guys. I'm not super huge on this. All right, so we got, I guess this is the spaceship maybe going into like hyperspace or something. Maybe also looks like a tornado, so not sure what that is. There's Goku, he's happy. All right. We've seen this area before. I'm guessing this is where Goma is, and we'll get into Goma here in a second about who that guy is. Another world kind of looks like a peanut. There's Kaioshin, some Capsule Corp. So we're at Capsule Corp here. It looks like they're working on a spaceship or something. Not really sure what's going on here. There's a point in a previous trailer where we see Bulma like looking with a flashlight in there, so maybe something landed and they're working on it. An alien planet, some blue lights. There's Toriyama the goat. Goku in his classic. You see this pose a lot in Dragon Ball Super, so really there's no escaping that pose. This fall, right, new Dragon Ball begins, of course, outer space. Welcome to the great adventure, not grand tour. They're not going to call it that. Goku flying around here. Good, he can still fly, or maybe he's just falling, I'm not sure. Because remember in GT, he couldn't fly for a while. Like his body wasn't adjusted to do Buku Jutsu. Or am I thinking of, no, he couldn't do teleportation, that's right. It's been a while. It's almost as if we just watched GT and I already forgot everything. So Glorio, he's using a gun here. Bang, bang, shoot, shoot. This art here, I think they could have maybe used some better close-ups. This, for as much as the production of this series is being lauded, this really kind of just looks like it's from Super. An eye-opening, this almost reminds me of Baby a little bit. Of course, I don't think it is, but that would be wild though, right? So this arm shooting out, this is from a character known as the Masked Majin. We've seen some stuff of them, but we don't really know who they are yet. There's Kaioshin and Goku again. Kaioshin seems like he's going to be having an elevated role in this series based on some new key art that's come out. Goku jumping around. Glorio again. Kaioshin, Goku. We've seen this guy before. I'm not really sure who he is. There's the Masked Majin again. Interesting that Majin is being used here. And especially as we know them as like Majin Buu and stuff. So interesting. Are they expanding on Majin and Glorio again? So this is Goma here. He's looking at some more, he's watching the Boo arc. He's watching Kai. Then this is some sort of Kaioshin. We talked about this guy before, or I did elsewhere. The Makaioshin, maybe. I hope he's a Makaioshin. That would be cool. And this is Goma. This is Goma's face here. And then this is their palace, I guess. Masked Majin again, throwing something Glorio. Kaioshin. Goku twirling his stick around. Dragon Ball Daima. So it's going to be coming in October. So, of course, when we were recording this episode, dude, mid. I don't know what this video is. So, when we were talking about this, we did not yet know it was coming in October. And so, yeah, that's it for the new stuff that came out, at least as of today. I swear, I hope nothing else comes out. So thanks for listening. And now back to the episode. Officially, very little. We know Toriyama is heavily involved, or was heavily involved, according to Akio Ioku, who is the president of Capsule Corporation. Yeah, Dr. Brief, I don't think so. Toriyama is deeply involved beyond his usual capacity. Toriyama said that he came up with the setting, the backstory, a bunch of the character designs, but he's not doing the day-to-day writing of it. That will be someone else who we'll get to. And that this will air in fall 2024. So that's everything they came out with at the beginning, back in October of last year. In the next month, in V-Jump, they announced that Nozawa is returning as Son Goku, which everyone kind of assumed, because she was at the Comic-Con thing, I think.
It's always a relief to
she
hear
had
that,
something else. I'm not sure on that. Yoshitaka Yashima, series co-director with Aya Komaki. You'll know these two names from Super and One Piece, respectively. Katsuyoshi Nakatsuru is going to be doing the character designs, adapted from Toriyama's designs, and then probably some originals, sprinkled without. You may know him from Dragon Ball Z and a little thing called Dragon Ball GT, unfortunately. And then Yuko Kakihara is the series composition slash script. And this is probably the most controversial part of our lineup here, is that she has done a lot of different anime, but she has done Digimon Tri. And from what I understand, some of the other stuff that she's done is well regarded and beloved. But the reason we talk about Digimon Tri here is that this is like a battle shonen. It's probably the closest thing to a Dragon Ball-esque realm of storytelling. And Randy, you've experienced Tri. What would you say your impressions were?
I would say there's 6 movies, and the first 2 are pretty entertaining, pretty good, and then it really gets bad from there on out. Just each one progressively worse and worse with a, terrible payoff, and just the whole thing predicated on, I hope you really watched this one CG special we made in 2008, aired once in Japan, nowhere else, and that's it. But this is very much a follow-up to that. Like, oh, all right, weird choice. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't good. So that's why I'm just a bit worried.
But from what I understand, this person is extremely competent otherwise. Then a long period of not hearing anything. In March 2024 arrives, and the floodgates open through a single tweet saying that the show will air on Fuji TV. And that's literally officially all that we know.
Everything we know
about Daima.
That's as much as I thought. I thought there was more that we know that I personally didn't know, but wow, that is nothing really. So we're going to learn a lot at SDCC, maybe. You think?
They said there's going to be a presence. I don't know.
There's always a presence around us all.
They're using a lot of weird words and marketing terms, because for the figure arts thing, they're like, it's a Dragon Ball activation. I'm like, okay, you can use that internally. Don't say that out loud.
Yeah. Normal people, are not into that. Like, oh, I got to go to the activation. Did you go to the activation on the weekend? No.
That's like some, what's it called? Oh man, come on. What's that government thing they were trying a long time ago?
I don't know.
Wrong crowd.
I was going to make a bad joke, but that's okay.
Now, this isn't all that we know about Daima. We do know some, thanks to friend of the show and industry insider, Anime AJ.
Whoa.
We know a little bit more. We know that the series has been in production for years, started in 2022. Toriyama's involvement goes even further, perhaps, than Ioku has indicated. There's an all-star cast of animators. Basically, you name them, they're here. And they are already at least 16 episodes completed.
Wow.
As of...
Oh, wow. I'm ready to go.
As of a few months ago, I think.
Ready to leak, baby.
Whenever Totally Not Mark's video came out, in which they said that. Now, that's it. So that's like extended plus. That's all that people really know. A few months ago, I was on the Kanzenshu podcast, and Mike and I kind of went through the trailer, like frame by frame almost, talking about what we could glean from it. So what can we piece together from Daima? Well, something has happened to turn strictly our cast into children.
Not the whole world.
Not the whole world.
Just our cast.
Because there are people at that whatever Capsule Corp dinner party that they probably are having in the background who have not been turned into kids.
Yeah.
So
God, wouldn't it be lame if it was the Dragon Balls again?
Well, yeah, we know that the Dragon Balls are used. We don't know if this is what turned everyone into kids. We know that Goku will venture off-world. That's from a Toriyama quote, as well as you can just put two and two together in the trailer.
Yeah.
Kaioshin and Kibito are split, which is important for timeline reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yes, because they are Kibito Kaioshin and the Buu arc, remember?
Yeah.
And then post-Resurrection F, they split up.
Oh, so this goes into super continuity.
Perhaps, but we don't know if them splitting up is part of whatever happened to turn everyone into kids. Like, did it turn everyone back to a prior state, in which case that would have done that to Kibito Kaioshin? So really, who knows?
Are you saying that they're split within the show, or are you just saying that we see them and they're split? Could it be just
we see them individually.
Right, so this just could be just like them not giving a crap about like continuity and just like, no, we want them to be split right now, so they don't care about the timeline.
For audio listeners, I'm shrugging. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? Did Toriyama remember that they were fused before? And since now it's been a few years, they're just like, no, they've never been fused.
Yeah.
I just forget.
Yeah, I mean, not remember, just don't care. Like, we're going to have fun this time, so I want them to be split up.
Oh, yeah, that kind of attitude worked real well for GT, so...
That's what I'm scared of. That's what I'm... kind of getting towards.
I forget. Did we see Goten and Trunks after this? What color is Trunks' hair? Did his hair go back to being purple, or is it still blue?
Know. I think it's
would be
purple. Because I think there would have been more hubbub if it had been blue.
We're here
on discourse online.
We also see a new duo with some sort of awareness of Babidi and Dabra. What don't we know about the plot? Literally everything. We have no idea what any of the plot is about.
And that is what I'm most excited about, honestly. Like I am in for whatever this is. The animation looks great. And I mean, just alone, animation looking great is like, I want to see this now.
I'm extremely worried.
You are?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
I just feel like there's a lot of pieces that are only like loosely sticking together here. Goku turned into a child again. Do we not care about continuity again?
Yeah.
There are certain concerns with the writer. I have certain concerns about Toriyama as a story crafter in his more modern era.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna like gleam as like maybe the saving grace, because Toriyama has a great way of putting like twisting things on their head, whereas like he knows of the existence of GT, and so he knows people's expectations of like they're just gonna turn them into kids again. But I feel like Toriyama has a great way of like twisting that, and it's gonna be like a clever way of how they turn into kids. Like maybe they'd be like the wish is like, I want to play a board game, and I want my friends to be the characters in that board game, so it turns them into like chibi characters or whatever, something like that. I'm hopeful because of Toriyama's involvement, but we don't know to what extent his involvement is. You're saying
we know he's heavily involved, deeply involved in this,
but it's got to be with story then, right?
Yeah. The impression I get is that he is the overarching plot. And like the major story beats and everything are from him. But like your day-to-day of what are the characters saying to each other and how are we getting through the minutia of the plot, that's going to be the series writer.
Yeah.
I wonder if we know so little is because, generally when you have projects and you have this whole sort of marketing plan behind them, and if you have multiple things going at once, you really can't be giving a whole bunch of attention to something far down the line. You want to be giving it to something more immediate. And Ken, you have a really great meme here of a bird talking about Daima before a much louder crow is just screaming about Sandland.
Yeah, everyone's familiar with that meme. So just imagine that, but with Daima and Sandland instead.
Mm-hmm. So maybe that's the reason why it's like, well, we're not really putting stuff out because we wanted to, more focus on Sandland because we had a movie, we had a game, we had the anime that just finished airing a couple of months ago. So there really hasn't been a chance to really talk about it and really like kind of push it off, because you don't want to be like, oh, we're going to really start talking about Daima now. Here's some stuff. And it just be like you said, it's just a tweet, that we got for Fuji TV. That's just a little bit of info. You don't want to be like, here's a trailer, even though I think everybody would go bonkers if you just did that.
So do you think we're going to get another trailer for SDCC?
I don't know. It'd be cool.
I really don't know if we'll see anything.
Anything
like tangible from this.
Oh. I mean, at the very least, I feel like they have to do something like mention Toriyama and his passing. So maybe they'll have like a little tribute of sorts that kind of ties into Daima. Like maybe release something that he had worked on personally to share with the audience to get them excited.
We already have a lot of that kind of stuff from him. I don't know how much more there is.
We'll get a pre-recorded message from Masaku Nozawa saying, Daima's coming fall 2024. Please watch it. Kamehameha!
Yeah.
And that'll be it.
Please expect it. Yeah.
Now, real quick, I do want to touch on this. When I say I'm concerned about the continuity of it, I don't care if it fits into Super and I don't care if it fits into GT, right? If it wants to be this third pillar of post-Boo Dragon Ball, that's totally fine.
Right.
But if they just say Kibito and Kaioshin are split and never address that, then that is an immediate concern and a red flag that something's up here.
See,
that's all I want to say.
That, but you love Z Movie 6, and they've got this thing where Dende is just there and doing a job with no care for the continuity, but some people love that.
If you cut that out, movie fits perfectly. But unfortunately, we have that one opening scene.
That's true. That's unfortunate. Well, Doug, it sounds like you're excited. Ken, you are cautiously interested. Trepidatious is a good word to make it more succinct. It's a good job. I'm kind of more on Ken's spectrum, where I'm kind of like, ooh. I think it's also just because we haven't gotten a lot, so I fall for hype. And that's true. So since there hasn't been a lot of that, I don't think I've been swept up in excitement. So now I'm in, let's see how this goes.
How do you feel about Nozawa?
Because of how... Oh, yeah. Why not?
Have you heard her doing a child voice lately?
Right. Regular Goku, great. Child, hey.
Oh, I didn't know. Is she losing her steam with that? I think because of how little I do know and how little I've not kept up with this at all, I'm most excited for this.
Ken's most worried because of her performance as young Gohan in the Kakarot game, I think, because there's just like, some rough cries and like upsetness, but like that's not Goku. He's not a crybaby.
Really
He's going to be.
But even her adult Goku, you can go. I mean, she's still doing stuff for Super Dragon Ball Heroes, so you can go hear what her current Goku sounds like and judge for yourself. But
it sounds much better than the person who does Marge on The Simpsons.
Oh, well, yeah.
There is
not to be mean to her. I'm just saying that Nozawa
age
still doing
to all
good.
Of us.
It's important to have understudies.
I'll be curious when we get to that point, how things will be. So, maybe a trailer, maybe nothing. They'll just be like, it's still coming. Just you wait, because we've got that jump.
They're going to show
Victory
off
Carnival,
the Ichiban Kujis that are going to be available for Daima at the end of the year.
Yeah, so
I'll be like, whoa!
By the time this comes out, you already know what happened at Victory Carnival. We don't. We're recording this on the 16th right now, so we're still about 5 days away. Now, Comic-Con will not have happened yet, so we're still good there. But you already know, the listener, not you two, the listener, you know if we're fools.
I'll probably know by then. Not now, obviously, but in 5 days.
I know you're a fool now. I know you're a fool.
Right, because it's Wednesday for us, the
Tuesday.
16th.
It is Tuesday.
Tuesday the
dude,
16th.
dude, you are out of it. You don't, man.
Oh,
And we start.
Yeah, from the beginning. Hey, welcome. Just kidding.
We're the most knowledgeable. All right, get out of here.
All right, is that it? Is that what we want to say about Daima?
Yeah, looking forward to it, but I'm extremely worried.
Well, we have something that I'm looking forward to that may worry others for my mental health. Sparking Zero is going to be at SDCC.
He used his trivia voice. Did you realize that? He his segue into trivia. So that like PTSD'd me into like trivia.
That's what I got to do. I got to drop it in at a place you least expect it. And I think that would be good. So Sparking Zero is going to be there. All that I think that we've heard is there going to be demos for playable for the attendees that are there. Likely the same build that's been around at some other events lately. I forgot I was going to take a look and be like, when was the last time we got a character reveal trailer? Because I know it was at Summer Games Fest. And
yeah.
Can't remember if we've had anything in between there since. I'm like, are we due? Because usually they've been doing, like one trailer or something a month. So,
if anything, this would be the time to show it off.
That's true. That's very true. I'm excited for it. I mean, at this point, they've showed us a lot, and I'm kind of like, just give me the damn game already.
Yeah, character rosters never really intrigued me. I'm just like, yeah, of course you're going to have every freaking character, especially showing off the huge grid of like a bajillion characters. I'm like, I don't really care. Just give me the dang game.
When they showed off Annie Leza, I forgot that was a character that existed.
Mm-hmm. It took me a second to be like, who? Oh, right. Tournament of Power.
Ozoto? No.
Right? That would be a pull. That'd be interesting. We do know, I mean, we finished talking about Daima, but that there will be Daima characters later, because I believe there was a mention of
really?
future DLC of being Daima characters. So,
see, those wild things would excite me, like as character reveals, like the Ozoto or like the very like deep cut characters, but not Rosaran. What's her name? Roseanne.
Ribrianne.
Yeah,
Ribrianne.
Yeah.
I mean, Spike has already done Hachihyaku for Raging Blast 2, so they could bring him in. Like, we already got a move list. We know what to do with this guy.
Yeah, that'd be something.
So,
do that.
I haven't talked about Sparking Zero in this podcast in a long time.
Oh, shit.
It's been a bit.
Go.
So, I am not blind or deaf, so I have been seeing the stuff that's coming out. Hey, I think it looks really good.
Yeah. Same. Thoughts?
Yep. That's about it.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely excited for this game. Ken, you're not going to get it unless Moro is in it.
I will. This is a game I will get eventually. Right now, it's probably looking like a Steam summer sale next year for me.
Can I whip out my Tyson impression real quick for you?
Yeah, go for it.
See, I want to do it without your permission. See, Ken, what you're doing wrong is that this game is meant to be played as a party game, and you're going to play it a year later once everyone's done playing it.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think you're going to enjoy it.
The thing is that I was never in a million years going to play that game multiplayer anyways. So
why? Because the internet connection?
No,
my internet connection's okay. It is that bad, but
Randy,
I'll be playing multiplayer.
Me too. I want to play against you guys. Wouldn't it be fun if we all streamed that online on the We Got a Pod channel?
You guys,
what do you say?
Do it, and I will watch you play. I'll get in the voice chat and watch you play.
But. Randy, I would be down for that. Would you be down for that?
Maybe. I don't want it to be your first time jumping into the game. Be like, all right, first time I'm launching it. Let's do this.
That'd be awesome. We want to do that. I think the audience would love that.
So let me continue. Let me continue to praise the game. Win myself some favor back with a few people who've probably been angry with me. All right. I think a lot of stuff looks really great. I think there's still a lot of that spike, the certain kind of flavor that's there.
Yeah.
But
oh boy,
I think it's shaping up to be a really cool game. They obviously have a lot of passion for this project that they're working on. And I look forward to playing it at half price someday.
Come on, dude.
Let the man live the way he wants to live. That's okay.
That's true.
I'm frugal, though.
I shouldn't speak.
I'm the one that is struggling I like to pre-order games because I'm a garbage person. And I want this just so I can have it in my Steam library early. But no, they're doing the whole, if you pre-order the special edition, which is what I wanted anyway, be like, you get it 3 days early. And I don't like this tactic. So I'm like, maybe I'll just wait until release day and then I'll buy it.
See, that's right. They just better be crossplay because I don't want to get it on Steam.
It's not. They already said it won't be.
Dang it.
Here's my grand plan. If I wait a year to get this game, not only am I getting it at half price, but they will have cracked out the de novo or whatever is going to be in this game, and they will have modded Moro in. So it'll be the perfect time for me to jump on.
There you go. Oh, wow. Maybe we should all wait then.
Not me. Day one, baby. The actual day one, not 3 days early. That's
not 3 days early.
That's dumb. Don't do that. Other things, guys, there's a new card game in town for Dragon Ball. It's called... Oh God! Dragon Ball Super Card Game Fusion World.
I thought
they
was
have
Divers.
5 words and they're sticking to it.
Is it Divers?
Because I was on we just talked about this.
Oh God!
You confusing your card games, Randy?
There is a One Piece card game that they play at a place near me, and every time I go on the weekends, this is like an official tournament thing they do, and it's always packed. So the community for these B-grade anime tie-in card games exists. These people are real.
Dang. And why are you going? Are you secretly
I'm there for other
One Piece
reasons.
diver? Okay.
But
that's where your hookup is.
Yeah.
This is a different thing. Oh God. Dragon Ball Super Card Game Fusion World is an entirely different thing than Divers.
This is just how in tune we are with the trading card game community.
Is this a DLC to Dave the Diver? Like it's Dragon Ball inspired?
It is. Yeah, absolutely it is.
Instead of Godzilla DLC, it's Giron DLC this time. It's going to hit you with this bubblegum technique. Watch out.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wait. No, hold on. This thing says the same thing. What the heck? No, this is Divers. Okay, I'm looking at 2 different things. Super Divers and Card Game Fusion World. Yeah, they're 2 separate things, which is weird. I don't know. They're both trading card games.
But why'd you even bring it up in the first place? Is it going to be a SDCC appearance there? Or
yeah, that's what I was looking at. I'm like, what's going to be at SDCC? And they're like, Dragon Ball Super Card Game Fusion World. And I'm like, whatever, man. Sure. There's going to be a tutorial event where you can go and see how it's played, probably try it yourself, and then they're giving away cards. I think
they'll probably give you a promo card. Yeah, exclusives, baby.
So get hooked. Buy more stuff because FOMO, and you need it for your collection.
Speaking of exclusives and FOMO, dude, I cannot wait for that Goku figure, SH Figure Arts, man. That it comes with the Kinton and the Noibo and the little Gohan.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be like $100.
Maybe I'm gonna guess 90, just to be on the safe side.
The yen price is, I think, 100.
Oh, is it? So you're right.
So it's 10,000.
It's gonna be $110 then.
Yeah.
But the Raditz was like 85, I think, and it came with the Gohan and big ass Raditz.
But Kinton.
Yeah, but I guess this one comes with the Kinton. Yeah.
It's the King Cold throne all over again.
Yeah. We dug our own graves, man.
I kenned my grave. Right. I don't know about you.
I'll only get nice.
Wow. Didn't even catch that.
I don't have a hookup to get it this year, so I'm gonna have to wait until. Luckily, they will be really like every year they release on Premium Bandai, but we've got confirmation recently, so it makes me feel like I'm scared every year until we get that confirmation that it will be available on P Bandai. Then I'm like, okay, I can breathe. It's gonna be available to pre-order. We don't have to be at the actual event. We'll have to wait an extra year compared to people who are gonna pick it up in a week from our time.
Yeah.
You not want to talk about the Figurize Son Goku model kit that they're going to be having there?
Another one?
Nah.
Thought so. Thought that was the thing that they're like, oh, SDCC, come check out this thing.
What's special about this one?
Figurize?
It has Goku's face and his boots and his clothes and
A Figurize.
I'm so glad I'm not into Figurize.
Yeah, the Dragon Ball Figurize character line is bad. They're really ugly figures.
I mean, they look like toys, which, I mean, is fair, but
yeah,
I mean, for the collectibles.
They look jank is what they do. Not really accurate to any source material. Now, the Time Machine...
Some exceptions.
The Science Space Pod and the Frieza Pod that they've done are really cool. And any more of the vehicle ones, definitely check those out. But
I think
that makes
I
sense.
own that then. If they're talking about, I think I have that.
Yeah, the character ones are pretty poor.
Yeah, but I got the Space Pod and the Frieza. Yeah. Oh, that's the one I was talking about before, where I spent like a whole day assembling it. I watched like Lord of the Rings, the extended cut. And I had that in the background while assembling the thing and like not enjoying it. I'm like, I just want the figure together.
Took you 9 hours to put that thing together?
Just the one movie.
Oh, okay.
And maybe, yeah.
Still a lot.
Maybe, yeah. It's still a long time.
Yeah.
I don't like assembly required.
You guys think we're getting that new movie? Any sort of new movie here?
Well,
Dragon Ball movie?
Yeah.
Right. Because it wasn't at SDCC 2020 when they announced Superhero.
Superhero?
That was kind of like, yeah.
Huh.
So like, I mean, it'd be weird to do that and Daima at the same time. Even
That's
though
what
I guess
I'm thinking too.
they could do a teaser for the movie just like they did for Superhero and be like, here's a movie, it's coming out 2026. Like, all right, sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Do you think it would be feasible to do the Moro arc as a movie?
Oh, I think so.
Well,
having not read a single page.
Yeah. I don't might be too long, but I don't know. Maybe they could make it work.
I think it's just a smidge. There's too much going on in that arc to do.
What you think it would work as a 2-parter movie? Like,
I was
is
just
there
gonna.
It would have to
cliffhanger
be.
part that you can leave off of.
I don't know if there's really a good cliffhanger there.
When everybody comes to Earth.
I
when
guess.
all the bad guys show up there. So then the
When he
second one is
goes-
just a fight.
When he goes from goat to super goat.
Well, that would happen in the second one. Yeah.
I was about to sing when a man loves a woman, but it was going to be when a goat becomes a man, and it was going to be bad. So
Becomes a man.
there we go. Doug got it. I like his
Gotcha.
voice much better.
Thanks,
Some great tones coming out of those pipes. What else? Do we got anything else we're thinking SDCC? Any predictions? Anything wild and crazy?
I'm just excited. No, go ahead, Ken.
Fusion's Switch port. Let's go.
What?
Ooh, that'd be cool.
You think so?
No, actually, we are going to get new Kakarot DLC. We'll probably get something about that.
They're not done with that
right.
game yet?
Nope. It has
New
been
season.
People have gotten into the files. So there's been a new update for that game. The Super Satan, Legendary Super Satan
Oh, I want that version.
thing. And so I haven't played it. But with that update, people have gone in and found that there's like a new Daima thing coming, and that there's a new 7th DLC pack coming as well. So
Oh, snap.
Well, it was, I think, during Summer Game Fest where they had the trailer for Sparking Zero, and at the end they were like, okay, here's all of the packs, like here's the special editions, blah blah blah, and then they had another slide that was like more Kakarot DLC coming. So I was like, oh, okay, that's a weird way to just drop that, but okay. So interesting that they're building it into a more recent patch, and also just dropping a new like quest content or whatever the heck that was.
here we
So
go.
it's a good prediction.
Yeah, I really got to finish that game. Start it. Finish it.
There you go.
Love it.
Doug, what were you going to say for your wild and crazy prediction?
I was just saying, not even like Dragon Ball related. I just can't wait to see what they're going to do. Because at this point, we'd have already have watched Deadpool and Wolverine if we want to see it when it first comes out. So I'm kind of curious to see what else it's going to do for like the Marvel universe. You know what I mean? Because I have been off the Marvel train as everyone else has been since the end of Endgame. Everything has been just hokey and terrible and whatever.
Well, Loki.
But
was great.
this movie looks like it's promising.
I like a lot of the stuff. I'm still on the
Yeah.
train.
Dude,
There's like one thing that I was like, Secret Invasion blue, but everything else has been.
There's a thing.
Everything's just been mid.
In the new Captain America trailer, and I'm like, God, I'm going to have to watch Eternals. No.
It's a good movie.
Oh, yeah. Hey, let me tell you, you don't have to at all. I know what you're talking about. You don't.
I just have
Please
to know
don't.
there's a hand in the ocean.
Yep. That's all you got to know, buddy. Nope. Just do the thing you did for Final Fantasy
Crisis
Zack
Core.
mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zack mode.
And just activating Zack mode.
It's a Zack mode activation.
You didn't even play that game. You just did the wiki. You did the opposite of what I wanted you to do. I wanted you to be attached to the character, not know the story lore.
I think I would have
guess.
hated the character if I played the game.
You would not have. It's impossible to.
Hey guys, it's me, Zack.
Japan's most voted number one favorite character from the Final Fantasy series across all Final Fantasies because of this game.
Yeah, and I bet Japan likes Tifa more than Aerith.
Well,
Italy does.
That's true. Yeah.
She's in the Senate, man. Anything else we want to say for SDCC before we take a little break?
No. Time will tell.
Got the figures.
Time will tell. We'll be right back. I got to do some pupper petting. We'll be right back in just a minute. Hey there, we're back with more. We got a podcast. This time we get to listen what you guys had to say about all the happenings going on in SDCC. Ken, as always, manning the socials, put out the call. What are your hopes, dreams, and fears regarding Daima? What do you want to see at SDCC and other summer events? And we got people answered the call, which is great. Ken, did you want to take this first one from Gabe?
Yeah, Gabe writes in and says, bare minimum, I'd want at least a handful of new, quote, good characters. Fears that they go the Ghostbusters route and suddenly start treating the series with a bit too much reverence now that Toriyama's passed. Introduce like 2 to 5 good characters and it'll be fine. Like for all its faults, Super also gave us Jaco, Beerus, and Whis, which I'm totally fine with. But technically, Battle of Gods and Jaco's own series gave us those characters. So, but yes.
I know what it means.
Yeah.
New era. Just,
New.
21st century Dragon Ball. Is that a good way to split it up? What century it happened in?
I don't know.
I don't know. Why don't you read this one for Parker?
I'm going to take this one from Parker. The thing that I'm the most excited about is seeing the gorgeous animation and all the new characters. I'm so glad they got Nakatsuru as the character designer. Yeah. That has me excited.
It looks great.
Yeah, I love his stuff. My one worry is that every time I look at this little Goku, I don't know if it's the hair or something, I'm like, oh, it's a bobblehead. Oh, wait, nope, it's a character design for an anime. Never mind.
Because his hair is so thick looking that it like borders on like Funko type.
Oh no, don't even.
I immediately regret saying that as it was coming out of my mouth.
Yikes.
Jake Lunar writes in and says, more than anything, I want the story to move past an established, quote, status quo. No specter of, quote, fitting him before GT hanging over the story. And finally welcoming the Time Patrollers as a mainstream concept that canonizes all canons, but also fun adventures.
Whoa. Canonizing all canons. Nice.
Well, I mean,
yeah, man.
In Xenoverse, you have GT and you have Super stuff that coexist.
Yeah.
So...
yeah, that'd be pretty cool to see in an official capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah, just embrace all the timelines, all the multiverses, and...
yeah, bring in Peter Parker.
Which one?
The best one, Andrew Garfield.
But when they show up, they have to stand there so that the audience in the movie theater can clap.
give him a cheer moment.
Yeah.
And just looking around.
It wasn't to let them clap, it was to let us learn how to inhale again. Because
yeah.
Or exhale, it's just
unclench the butt cheeks. I got you.
Golden PSP says hope we see weapon combat from characters other than Goku. I mean, he does have that stick, so I don't know. I mean, Kuririn had a machine gun, so I mean, we can always look at that. But then he follows up, my major fear is that it'll just be a fun, quirky, standalone adventure that won't actually feel like it's growing the cast or moving the universe forward. So, Ken, I know that you're worried about the continuity and, respecting where the story was and where it's going to go as well. But what if this is just for fun? Like we used to do Z movies and those were just fun. Those didn't matter.
That's fine. They just have to explain Kaioshin. That's all they got to do. That's all they have to do.
I suppose. You want to take this one from Scott?
Yeah, before we do real quick, I just want to give a shout out to PSP because he has been doing some YouTube videos lately that are fantastic. You got to check his YouTube
did the 3D
channel
modeling
out.
thing?
Yeah, he just did a video about how to capture 3D scans of figures.
Yeah.
So definitely check his YouTube out. We will have a link to it.
I've got a figure or two that I can scan.
Or two. He'll have we'll have that link down below. Check it out. He ends every video with "Okay, bye." And it's the best thing ever. It gets me every time.
No subscribe, no check out my Patreon. Just okay, bye.
He knows how
This is done.
That man knows how to end a video.
He does.
Yes.
Yeah. Can we diverge real quick? What is the point of it? Because I do want to have a point to it. Like, what do you do with a 3D model after you do that?
Well,
whatever you want to do.
In the world in the industry, it's used to scan stuff, and so you don't have to model it yourself.
Okay.
In video games or movies.
Something that's far
CG.
beyond me. Because I had that app that he was talking about. I've been messing with it for a year or so now, but don't really see an application for it that I can use it for.
You could use it in your TikToks and your videos somehow.
I mean, to show off the 3D model, but not actually an actual application. You know what I mean? But whatever. Yeah.
Or you
didn't want to put it on a Lazy Susan or something. You just do your 3D scan and then you pan that around.
Yeah.
You pose Frieza. Now you've got a CG Frieza you can fight, in the, there you go.
Just like I always wanted.
I'm a man of ideas. Scott writes in and says, the story leaks so far and the animation has me pumped. So I really don't know how much of the story has leaked. I'm very curious about that.
Yeah. I literally don't know anything.
What all do people know?
Yeah. Jacob Sawyer says, hopes a well-executed production and some indication of how long it will be. That'd be nice. We don't know how many episodes or how many what are they doing there? A new trailer.
305 episodes, so.
Yeah, there was that one after Battle of Gods did super good at the movie theaters that they said that there's going to be 200 episodes and the Dragon Ball Z is back, and then that guy got naked and then he ran into the background. So that's our source, is that naked man.
I love when Randy explains my jokes. Love it.
Frieza loves it too. So, I mean, somebody's,
nice.
That's two people.
That's top tier comedy.
Dreams, something that untangles the timeline issues and maybe allows for a graceful ending. Fears, production problems mostly, and the possibility of it making the timeline more tangled. I suppose another fear specific to SDCC is that there will be nothing at all. I will live through. Yeah, man, we'll all persevere. It'd be nice to see something because we're starting to get close to their fall 2024. So,
the worry about the timelines, I wonder how pervasive that is. But it also just kind of makes me think who asked for this?
For Daima?
Yeah, people wanted them to continue Super. Everyone wanted that.
Yeah, there was that there was that annoying guy who recorded the reveal trailer and was like, this isn't Super 2 and everything. I'm like, I'm not with you, buddy.
Luckily, everyone has forgotten that guy, but...
Yeah. History has forgotten that person.
Pika Fan3 writes in and says, hope the plot's premise has stakes, just in case it takes place after Super. And if in that mid-cool territory, it's kind of hard to have stakes. Pika, Dreams, it introduces new mainstay characters that come back during Tooper. Would be cool. Don't know how that would work. Fears, not using its, quote, everyone is kids premise to full potential and just being a marketing trap. I'm not too worried about that.
I'm worried about that. Now that you mention it, that could be. What a waste. Because that's the whole GT Goku thing where it's just for marketing material. It's just to age him up again to Super Saiyan 4 adult Goku.
I mean, it is true. They did want to just do Broly again. So they did Broly again.
Yeah.
And if this is let's do GT again.
Yeah, let's do it right this time.
Let's turn Goku into a kid and he goes off-world.
That sounds familiar.
Here's the thing. So whenever they remake movies, Hollywood, they're always like, let's let's take that good one and let's remake it. Like, okay, you think you could do better? Like, what is the goal here? What we should be doing is remaking bad things and be like, that didn't work out, but I think I can fix it. So if we are redoing GT,
I can.
But in an ideal world,
I can fix her.
I can fix her.
It's 100% that. So that's my hope, that if it is just that, what if it is, but it's just good?
The execs don't want to hear that. They're like, no, let's just repeat the good because we know it works.
Right. That's right. You were trying
Read
to
it from Rice.
introduce me. Is it Rice? I thought it was Reese.
Why don't you read this from Reese?
All right. Hopes and Dreams. The new places we have seen in its initial trailer is the tip of the iceberg. We get a boatload of world building. The return of the Nyoibo is portrayed as significant, and Vegeta learns Goku's history with it. There's a lot of comedy and characters being themselves. My only real fear would be Sparking Zero underselling Daima's characters in its DLC / the DLC not being worth it. It's 2024 and money is tight. Man. Do we really need Vegeta being like, oh, that's what your stick is all about. Now I know your stick's history.
That's what the fans want, I'm sure.
I like the idea of Vegeta becoming aware of the before Vegeta era.
Yeah.
And like all of a sudden
true.
he feels real threatened, finding out how good of friends Goku and Bulma are.
Uh-oh.
Oh, jealousy.
The jealousy there.
You did what to my wife?
That could be a fun play. Yeah. Pat.
Dude, Roshi's dead. Watch out.
Roshi's done. He's onion rings.
A nuke just went off the edge of the coast. No, that was Vegeta getting revenge on Roshi.
I don't know what they could do with that though. More than, I don't know. I don't know what they could do. That'd be interesting though. But
it would be. I'm down for it. I mean, give me some world building, like this person says. Reese. I'm sorry. Let me know because I've screwed up other names before, and I look forward to being corrected.
And I look forward to screwing up even more. Saban, speaking of names, Saban writes in and says, I hope Daima introduces cool characters and moves, since it will be Sparking Zero DLC. Yeah.
It's true.
Didn't they say it's going to be more like a physical, like they're going to nerf these characters and have them do more physical combat as opposed to, beams and stuff?
So that's the whole Sparking thing, right? Is that there's no balance? Really?
Really?
I mean, there's obviously not like you one-shot Chaozu if you're playing as Blue Gogeta. But
I'm mad they took Satan's jetpack away. What's the deal with that?
I know. Justice for Satan's jetpack. We need to start a no Moro, no buy /
Unless this is going to be like Daima recontextualizing and we're going to learn that he learns how to fly.
No, honestly, the real answer here is they're saving the jetpack for DLC.
As accessories. You can put accessories on your characters now. You can put a jetpack on Satan.
Wow.
That's what it's going to be. That's my guess. That's my theory. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Thanks, everybody, for sending us all that. Oh,
missed
Ken,
one.
You've
got an extra quote retweet. Yeah. I'll go ahead and read it.
Oh, I forgot about the quote retweet.
We knew he was going to forget it.
Kobe writes in and says, honestly, all I really want out of Daima is good, consistent animation, good character dynamics and interactions, and consistent and well-done characterization.
Yeah.
And isn't that really, that brings it home.
Sometimes that's too much to ask out of Toei, but...
Yeah. And so, is this really going to be Boo Arc Goku, or is this going to be Super Goku?
Oh, yeah. 2 different Gokus.
Yeah. A tale of 2 Gokus.
Yeah.
Or will it be Dragon Ball Goku because
will it be
is
GT Goku where he's a kid again, but they can't decide whether they want him to be smart or not?
Oh, he's so smart that he knew that mole dragon was going to pull
all according to Keikaku.
Yeah.
All according to plan.
Super smart. GT smart.
Okay. Well, thanks for that, everybody. Sorry that I almost cut you off there, Kobe. But Ken's got your back, so don't worry about that. So previously I've brought up Spotify and that there's cool stuff over there like polls that you can check out on all of our previous episodes. And that's still there. We still got polls, which is really, really great. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know. We'll see. The Q&A section has been taken away. We no longer have Q&A. Now, each episode has a comment section. So just like YouTube or anywhere else, you can just go in and put in a comment.
You sound so exhausted from that.
This is because they're changing things on me and I don't like it. So throw some comments on there. You know what? Engagement's good. Sorry, I take away my bad sound and voice. Go for it. Comments.
Comment.
Thumbs up. I'm going to give you all the thumbs ups on Spotify.
We didn't like Q&A anyways. Q&A sucked.
Get him out of here.
But we did have a poll, and our poll from the last episode was, what's your review on Sandland? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Guys, I'm here to tell you, everybody that listens to our show, genius level superstars, 100% thumbs up, no thumbs down. People like
Toriyama approved.
God tier fans.
That was for Toriyama. Fantastic. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, people need to give Sandland a shot. So if you don't listen to our episode, please at least watch the anime.
If you're going to be at SDCC, go watch the movie because it's going to be there.
Oh, is it really?
Yes.
And if you're there, record it and give it to Randy so he can finally chill out about not having the movie.
I will never chill out. Have you met me? I don't chill. Speaking of chill, it's everybody's favorite section. Doug, you forgot again.
Trivia.
It's trivia.
No. I've been thinking it's looming over my head since the beginning.
Well, guess what? That cloud over your head dispersed because
what?
I didn't reach out to Zenpai, and I'm sure he's got stuff going on.
Finally expecting trivia, and you don't give me trivia.
Now you'll never trust me.
Man.
You're never gonna trust me because we got no trivia. So that's where that's at. But if you want something cool, and I brought this up last time, if you want professional corrections to this episode and other episodes of We Got a Pod, tune in to twitch.tv/VegettoEX on most Saturday nights at 8 Eastern, 7 Central for the Kanzenshuu Mario Kart, featuring the three of us. It's very funny when the comments in the chat are like, let's talk about the newest We Got a Pod episode on Mike's Mario Kart.
It hits Mike's trigger point just a little too soft. Just a teeny bit.
But it's essentially unhinged, unofficial Kanzenshuu Cross We Got a Podcast crossover every
where Mike gets
weekend.
To actually us on our
it's good
podcast episodes.
I wasn't on the last one, and it was a little bit too hinged, if you ask me.
It wasn't unhinged. Yeah, without Ken there, things are a little too tight, too hinged.
Ken's in there with a screwdriver, unhinging everything. So if Ken's not there, don't keep watching.
And I'm not even drinking right now. So that's that. A little bit of housekeeping here at the end of the episode for the people still hanging out with us. Hey, we are now so there's 2 tiers of monetization on YouTube, and we have unlocked the first one. So this is called YouTube memberships, or like super chats. You may have heard of it before. We're exploring maybe opening this up and what this would entail, and we would keep it cheap. So I'm going to go ahead and say it here on the record that it would not be above $3 a month, right? For what we would offer. But basically what that would open up is live recordings of this podcast on YouTube. So if you are interested in that, please comment, reach out to us, let us know. As we're not going to do anything unless there is interest in that.
Right.
And enough interest in that.
If you want to see more raw, I was going to say the wrong thing. More free dog. That sounds even better. If you want to see more Belle in the background walking around during her breaks, didn't want to say raw dog. Could you tell that's where I was going to go? I didn't want to say that. I said it. Yep.
but who knows?
Get live, that and much more by letting us know if you want more of that.
And then I feel like I got to start writing more stuff down because I feel like I had something else, but I don't think we do. So Doug, why don't you or
close
Randy,
us out?
Close us out. Yeah.
I usually do it, so I think I'll take it this time. Thanks, Ken. Thanks for listening. We love interacting with you and keeping you in the conversation, talking about our favorite franchise in the world. And I try every time to make sure I don't say favorite franchise because the temptation is there.
I think
you can post at us on our socials at We Got a Pod, and you can email us at wegottapod@gmail.com.
Wow. Great.
Yeah.
Thank you to Rifti Beats for letting us use his track Kakarot theme hip hop trap remix. You can find that track and other great music by Rifti on his SoundCloud. Ken, where can the people find you?
Hey, you can find me at Detective X on Twitter, but you can find my webcomic at the Chris Comics on Twitter. And I just released a new batch of pages that I've been working on for literally the past 2 years. I've just been sitting on them.
Holy crap.
Oh, man. That's awesome.
And Randy, where can they find you?
Me? You can find me at Saber_Breaker. What about you, Doug? Where are people going to find you?
Me, Drbaz Doug, on all the socials. And also, I'll be at Otakon this year. I'm up for the Iron Editor. I think I mentioned it last episode, but I'll let you guys know again. I'm going to be competing in this year's Iron Editor. So that's going to be really fun. I'm nervous, excited, and mostly excited. So,
You're going to win. You're going to win.
Yeah, no. I'm going to have a lot of fun. I'm not expecting
Doug Sweep.
No.
If you don't win, curse everyone else out. That's what I say.
No.
Yeah. Burn it down. We don't need that.
So that brings us to the end of the episode. Tell your friends, check it out. Make sure you check out the Sandland episode. Come on. You want to talk about Unhinged? That was a wild episode, guys. Even if you're not going to watch the show, watch our review of it. It was a great time. And as always, we'll catch you matinator.
Bye.